Hello everybody. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Sky/Mike is here, back for some more Libra of Souls and SoulCalibur 6. Where we last left off, we were given a task to kill Haoran, which, after, going through a moral conflict, I decided, let's go through with it. We're here to do a job, let's finish it. And somehow that turned me evil. But here's a question. Am I really evil? If I can go through, hopefully I can prove I am not. But yeah, so mainly work and school has been getting me, but I've got some free time. Let's keep going. Town in ruins. Not wanting anyone else to suffer from the twisted influence of the astral fissure, I made haste only to cross paths with someone unexpected. And crap, I've got reduced health. That is not good. Oh, let's give it a shot anyway. Once we finished burying Haoran, I bid Hao Yu farewell and left for Yangguang with Mitsurugi. We arrived at Yangguang without encountering any Malfested. The astral fissure had to be near. This place has seen better days, huh? Yangguang was in ruins. Debris littered the streets, and flames raged with no one to extinguish them. I could see a port in the distance, but all the ships were burning. The only sign of life we saw was an occasional rat or feral dog. Looks like I'm not gonna catch a ship here. Keep your eyes open. We're not alone. Crap. I heard the sounds of fighting in the distance. I smell a battle. Let's go! Carefully, we made our way towards the source of the sounds and found two groups engaged in a fierce battle. On one side, the battle were people like Haoran, the Malfested. On the other was a group I had seen at the astral fissure. The Qualifiers. Grrr! Die, you demon dogs! Who are those people? Even though they're fighting those monsters, they don't seem like good guys. I've seen you somewhere before. You're lucky we let you go last time. I won't let you interfere now. I'll kill you before Lord Aswell arrives. God damn it, gotta deal with you again, Valtro? This is not good. Not good whatsoever. And by the way, I will be appearing at another wrestling show. This time, 1 week from today, I'm going to UEW's March of the Damned in Burbank, California.
Battle 1. Fight.
Come here, Valtro. Ow, ow! Hey, I can have the better fighting style. Ow. Ow, ow! Ow! Nope. I gotta kill him again. Come on. Oh, well, okay. That's one way. I win. Give me some experience. Damn your eyes. I'm not done yet. From what Valtro had said, the astral fissure was likely just ahead. It was a good thing I didn't have much farther to go, because the pain in my head was becoming unbearable. I'll send you to hell! Mitsurugi stepped between me and the unrelenting Valtro. You leave this ogre to me. It looks like he'll prove a worthy test for my blade. Curse you! Go, Sky. Oh, but the Mitsurugi's gonna handle him. Not enough to gain a level. Can I go on a side quest? Oh, not yet. A new destination. Actually, it would be best to see if I could explore. You're level 8. Yeah, let's set sail. Crap! Oh, it's you. A bandit leapt out of nowhere to block my path. I had no choice but to fight. what do you want? Let me go so I can continue on my journey. Well, there you go. But now I'm only at half health. Well, as long as I get there just fine. Because I really do think maybe we might come across another character. Maybe, I don't know. I need to find a way to grind for that experience. So, will you be the only challenger that stands in my way? Or am I going to have to go through another one of yours? Okay. Ah, I got more weapons. Hey! Better blades! Let's keep going, shall we? Yay! I got there! Well, first, let's see what weapons I got. I need to be level 13. Crap. Oh well. See. And then we'll go there. Okay. Priestess of the Winds. I visited an island whose inhabitants were said to possess unusual powers. A gentle breeze caressed my face as I climbed a hill. At its peak stood Plata, her beautiful silver hair a sight to behold. Okay, they're level 8. I had heard of an island home to an ancient tribe blessed with special powers. A light breeze accompanied me on my way to their village. As I climbed the hill, I cast my eyes to the top. A young girl was standing there, her face upturned to catch the sun. I called out to her, and she replied with a voice as clear as the blue sky. My name is Plata. I'm a priestess of the winds in our village of the wind deity. I know you come from afar, but I'm afraid our village is not accepting guests at present. When I asked her why, she dropped her gaze. The last priestess of the winds has collapsed. Her life hangs by a thread. Thus, any that may stir the winds of our village may be turned away. Silence lingered in the air. To break it, I asked who this last priestess of the winds was. Our people worship the winds, and have given birth to a line of priestesses blessed with special powers. I am barely fit to call myself one of them. She explained that the mystical abilities of her people faded with each generation, leaving most priestesses of the winds with only a fraction of their ancestors' powers. One girl, however, had been so blessed with unprecedented power. She may be the last true priestess of the winds, Talem, and so we named her the last. But one day the winds from the west brought us terrible portents, and a great affliction befell the last priestess. Now she lies unconscious, wandering the ways to the brink of death. May I ask you, traveler, did you come from the west? If you know what happened, I beg you to tell me. She'd only be talking to one thing, the evil seed. I explained everything I knew about it. So it was this evil seed. Even the elders said they had never seen anything like it before. Plata looked up to the sky, her eyes troubled. After a few moments of thought, she once again dropped her gaze to look at me. Traveler, my duty here is to quell the dark spirits. Their power grows daily since that portentous day. I must remain, but it is far too dangerous for you to stay here any longer. It was then I realized the wind had ceased, and twisted beams wreathed in stagnant air were closing in on us. I readied my weapon to defend Plata. Demons! Thankfully they're at a lower level. Bring it on! Or something like that, I don't know. Come in, I wanna fight, come on. Come on. Come on! Oh, okay. Oh, so I'm at full health then. Oh, nope. Ow! Ah! Need to face. Well, that's the first demon. Bring out the second one. And you've got the scythe. Hey, Mcon. What's going on? And what do you know? The thing on my screen's actually working now. Alright. You with the hammer. Time to die! It's alright. I just got home, so this is my first stream of the day. I'm doing pretty good. Come on, bring it. There we go. Easy. Yeah, so things have been going pretty good. Just found out that I'll be going to a independent wrestling show next Saturday. Thank you. You are surprisingly strong. And that power, that breeze rages around you. Are you somehow connected to the evil seed? No. It seems she had learned much about me during the fight. Perhaps her abilities as a priestess weren't as modest as she thought. Yeah, the show's about 30 miles westward of where I currently live. It's in a city called Burbank. Yet, the power that flows through you is still pure, contained by good or ill. Possibly swirls around you, yet I sense that you are not evil. No, not yet. As I said, we are unable to welcome guests at present, but should you come to this island again, please visit us. Plata bowed deeply, then descended the hill towards her village. And the show that I'm going to, I'm hearing rumors that there may or may not be a match with weapons. If so, I'm excited, because I'm front row, pretty much. Okay, well that little quest is done. Got more side quests. But you know what? I want to keep going. There we go. Capture the clove thieves. Oh, so no one's going to challenge me this time? Okay. I will capture the thieves. I took on a request from a merchant at the dock to drive away any thieves who aimed to steal a shipment of cloves. At dawn, I was waiting on the deck of a ship loaded with cargo when I noticed a group of shifty people on the pier. As I stepped onto the dock, the thieves suddenly attacked. Well, gonna have to deal with some clove thieves. Yeah. Also, how do you feel like the whole divide between the main roster and NXT is? Like, me personally, they're really gonna have to try super hard if they ever want to try and beat the quality of NXT, because that and the UK division and 205 Live is pretty much where it's at right now. It's sadly only a fraction of the audience watches it. Hey! You try to take my armor! Ow! Ow, ow! Yeah. Nope. Come on, come on, come on! Nope. Ah! Whoa! I'm not falling in there! Nope. There we go. As long as I gotta deal with another one. You are... Come on, bring the other guy out here. I can take him. Yeah. That is true. Oh, you try to back away. Ow! I was about to label you a pansy for backing away. God damn it. Let it always be first said. Well, that's damn straight. And now NXT representing two countries only makes it better. Die. Not to mention there's always the rumor of NXT Germany. Which that'll be good. I don't know many of the German talents, but I'll learn them once they do that. Mike Kane. I questioned the thieves about their employer. It seemed to be a person working for the merchant who hired me. The merchant was delighted and gave me a great deal of expensive spices. Yay, more food! Mike Kanellis wants to go to NXT UK. Level up. Huh. I have a feeling, you know, they'll probably treat him better there. I mean, in a way, I'm actually pretty happy that it's not much, but, you know, they're starting to use him now. And I like that he changed his finisher to a backpack stunner. Okay. Can I go anywhere else? Yeah, no, I'd rather not right now. Over with the expedition. Let's start a new expedition. Now, none shall forget. Let's go. Oh, and I've also heard that Noam Dar wants to move to Europe, so if he does, he'll be on NXT UK permanently. None shall forget. Alright. Bandits. Surrounding by mountain, the Ling She Su Temple had a long history of martial arts tradition. I hear the plan is KO versus Bryan or Bray versus Bryan at Mania. To be honest, if it's either, I wouldn't be surprised. Noam's actually really damn good, and I can attest for that. I saw him live once. He was awesome. But all I know is that with KO versus Bryan or Bray Wyatt versus Bryan, I know my friend Wolfie won't be very happy with either of those, because he really wants Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. Ling She Su Temple, a long history of martial arts tradition. However, the temple had fallen into disrepair, and no trace of its former glory was to be found. According to those living in the village, a horrible disaster had befallen the temple a year earlier. As I made my way up the mountain path towards the ruins, I heard shrill cries of children in the distance. The screams came from a young girl who was desperately wielding a staff in trembling hands, and a young boy. The two of them, most likely brother and sister, were being chased by what appears to be bandits. Kofi and Bryan is at Fastlane. It is, and I hear that the reason they decided to go with that match was because of the fans' reaction for Kofi at the Elimination Chamber. Would you know that if they do end it with those two at Fastlane, that's fine, but I think what Wolf's dream booking is that Kofi wins and they have a rematch at WrestleMania, or Kofi wins and it's him versus Randy Orton one-on-one. A bandit was about to grab one of the children's arms when I intervened. Who the hell are you? You looking to get yourself killed or something? No, sir. You need to take your hands off your children. That's not only kidnapping, that's just plain creepy. Let me whip out my two swords, and then you'll see why you should have let him go. And no, I do not want to get myself killed, sir. I wanted Randy to win the chamber. Oh great, he's a Baldo user. Yeah, Randy actually would not have been a bad choice to win the chamber. That's true. But also, boy, that's also if Batista doesn't go to AEW. Because that's going to be a thing now. And here, starting in October, AEW is going to have a weekly show. Ah, damn it! Alright, guy about the gun. Ow! Ow! Ah! Ow! Ow! There we go. I kicked you in the air. When that happens, WWE is screwed. Sorry to say, but yeah, the only reason they can get in the game is if they get rid of Mr. McMahon, like now? Like now, maybe? Die! Swift kick to the head. That reminds me, M-Con. What do you feel about this whole no Becky at WrestleMania thing? Do you... Vince is ruining that show, I know. And how do you feel about how if they don't write Becky back into it, then he pretty much just ruined the main event of WrestleMania? After defeating the bandits, I turned to find the children huddled together on the ground. Concerned as to what the two children were doing alone in the ruins, I carefully asked them to explain themselves, making sure not to intimidate them in the process. We came from a nearby village to gain some wild veggies. Not many people know about this place, so we didn't think there'd be anyone around here. Our dad actually told us to stay away from Ling She Su Temple, but Ow! Shh! He doesn't need to know that! It appears that the children hadn't been told by any adults they were coming here. When I urged them to hurry back in their village, the young girl became somewhat defensive. I know, right? But Mcon, hear me out. Here's what Wolf and I think is what's gonna happen. Ric Flair's birthday celebration will be on, I believe, either this week's episode of Raw or next week's, in which case, we predict Becky Lynch is gonna beat the ever-loving shit out of Ric Flair on the television, and that'll cause Charlotte to plead with Mr. McMahon to lift the suspension and put Becky in, so that way we can get a triple threat again. But then again, that's our hopeful thinking. The grown-ups are just trying to scare us and telling us we go crazy. We're not saying bad what happened when we came here. It's fine. Other people come here too, you know. Hey, I'm just saying. The young girl told me about the graves nearby and how they regularly had freshly laid flowers on them. Although other people may come to the area, this was no place for children. Their being attacked by bandits was proof of that. When I pointed this out, the two agreed to be returned to their village, reluctantly admitting they shouldn't have been there to begin with. Shield might be returning. That's true. But actually, MCon, if it happens, it'd have to be for a very, very, very small amount of time, since Dean Ambrose decided not to renew his contract once it expires in April. He even flat out told Mr. McMahon, no thank you, I'm not returning. He turned down millions of dollars to get away from WWE. And I think Dean Ambrose might be going to AEW probably, back at his indie name, Jon Moxley. After seeing the children off to their village at the foot of the mountain, I decided to search for the graves I mentioned earlier. Not much time had passed before I found them. The burial site was peaceful, and the graves themselves were arranged beautifully, adorned with exquisite flowers. Though it might be a mystery as to who left the flowers, I was not going to find the answer here. Not going to give me any more EXP? That's cold. Do I want to continue? Yeah, sure. Who dare step in my way? Ah, just a bandit. Okay. True. That's also true. But like I said, since Dean Ambrose pretty much turned down an extension on his contract, they'd only be around for like a month. Maybe 2. Come on. Die. 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 You're not ready yet. Oh god. Ow! It will be. Don't get me wrong, it will be. But you know what I think will also be awesome? NXT New York on the Friday of WrestleMania weekend, not Saturday. Because Saturday is going to be Ring of Honor and New Japan Super Show. So that's why they decided to put NXT on Friday for WrestleMania weekend. Okay. Now may I continue on my adventure? I made it! Okay. A tournament, round 1. Shimazu Clan Tournament. I saw a crowd gathered at a town bulletin board. I'm going to Mania, so if I see Shield supporting Seth, I'ma cry because Shield is my favorite team of all time. Nice. Now, you're going to Mania. Do you know if you're gonna catch NXT or Ring of Honor live as well? I asked what the commotion was about, and was told by the Shimazu clan, rulers of Satsuma province, were looking for warriors who could display their prowess in a private tournament. You look pretty tough. Anyone's welcome to join. Go on, give it a shot. It won't cost you anything. Oh, you're not? So just a big one, huh? Just Mania? Oh, okay. Wanting to test myself, I signed up and was immediately assigned my first match. I made my way to specified arena, because it's in Jersey. Oh, I see. So you a Jersey kid then? Well, Jersey/New York. Oh, okay, cool. I just can't wait for WrestleMania to 1 year come to my neck of the woods, which is Los Angeles.
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh.
Come on now.
You have the same voice as me. I won't allow it. Oh, they disabled ring. Oh, whoa, what the hell was that? You just take my soul gauge? Nope. Perfect shot. And now you lost your armor. I'm pretty certain they'll come down here to SoCal 1 year for WrestleMania. Especially now that we're supposed to get a new football stadium. And we know they love doing WrestleMania football stadiums. That was easy. And just like I found out next year, they're gonna also do the Royal Rumble in a baseball stadium again. Which wasn't a bad idea. So I can see him continuing on with it. Another side quest. Rumble is now gonna be baseball stadiums apparently. Yeah, not to mention, first we have it over at the Arizona Diamondbacks, now it's coming to the home of the Houston Astros. Another enemy. No ring outs disabled. After I won my first bout, another opponent was sent to face me. Whoa, you really won? Way to go! Alright then, I'm cheering for you from here on out. Turning away from my sole fan to concentrate on my opponent, I assumed a ready stance. I'm a former baseball player, so I'm fine with it. I like the idea too. I actually played baseball for a few years in my youth myself, before I transitioned to football for a couple years.
Battle 1. Fight. Begin.
Ow. Ah. Oh, nice. Guess your team was that good, huh? Ooh. Aw. It was me, it was in baseball, football. We didn't win any championships, just played for the season. And then I actually transitioned to martial arts for a couple years. Ah, it's the ankles. Now once the ankles go, there goes your running. Ow. Screwed me over. And believe it or not, when I went to a gym, I actually could have been MMA trained. Across the back. Round 2. Winner, me. Yeah. The only thing though was that the person in charge of it decided to take, too much money from the gym itself, so they pretty much terminated that. Round 3. I can go for it, but it might not be. And you know what? Screw it. I made it through the second match, and the third opponent was called to fight me. The number of spectators was growing. The person I went up against also had the skill to make it this far. I'd have to stay focused and aware. We bowed to each other and readied our weapons. So that didn't happen, then I'd actually... Shit, could have been in a junior MMA league if it kept going, since this was years ago.
Battle 1. Fight.
Ow! You there, with the hammer. I do not appreciate. Oh! Ah! If I was an MMA, I'd probably do lots of submissions. To be honest, me too. Well, that, and I found out that... Nice, but just make sure as long as you're careful. Ah! This is not a good call to do it now.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Now I'll try again. I can't do an armbar, triangle choke, and coquina clutch. Oh, you can. Oh, nice. Personally, I think that I actually would have used not just submissions, but also I found out that back when I was in the gym, my legs were incredibly strong. We're talking about like being able to leg press over 600 pounds strong. So kicks would be where I would have really excelled at. Ow! Super kick! Oh, take a super kick from me. That probably would have been a brain aneurysm if, you know, not deflected properly. Ow! Ow! Ah, skill my ass. You just use headbutts, guy. Ah, shit. Ah! Fuck. Oh!
Come at me.
Hey, you did say come at you, so that's just what I'm doing. Ow. Ow. Fuck, I was so close!
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Don't you just love it when your opponent gets down to their last bit of health and they just go into try-hard mode?
Battle 1. Fight. Die.
True.
Try again.
Oh, nice. You know what? Fuck this. This isn't fair. You may have won that time, guy, but you don't have skill. You just use your head a lot. I'll be back when I've leveled up more. We got a new quest. Yeah, sure. Why not? I made it! Alright, bounty for scoundrels. I know I'm Darby, the Intercontinental Champion. Something that you know, he is yet to be a champion here in WWE. And also, how do you feel about AEW's debut show in Vegas selling out in 4 minutes? Like, not counting the pre-sale, like, general admission sold out in 4 minutes.
Battle 1. Fight.
Ow! I know. Not even the New Japan show here in Los Angeles sold out that quickly. They sold out in like a half an hour. This was, I mean, not even 5 minutes. I mean, goddamn. Right in the back. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. I mean, not to mention, probably part of it is that we're getting Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho Part 2. I mean, Cody Rhodes is wrestling. We're getting the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks. Hangman Page versus Neville. Like, all that. God. It will be. And between that match, I predict that Pac is going to win. Not to mention, we're even getting Exolicious, aka Sunny Kiss from Lucha Underground.
Your soul surges in your body.
But personally, I'm actually very happy. That just shows how inclusive AEW is. No misfortune to wait. What'd I do there? Complete 10 secondary missions. Oh, okay. Nice. And you know what? Let's keep going, I guess. I'm here. Okay. That is level 14. Drona was absolutely terrible with directions. I struggled to make heads or tails of the map he gave me, eventually fighting my way through all of his categorical mistakes and arriving at the house in question. I was a week late. When I asked if Hong Ye was at home, I was shown to a specific parlor. I apologized for not getting up. I injured my leg on the battlefield. Hong Ye was standing on a stool, with one leg propped up. Standing next to him were her children, the twins Nima and Dawa. Drona? I don't remember him. So, you want to fight me? I nodded. Oh, wow. You must be real dumb to want to fight our mom. You're an idiot. Hey, shut up! Children, behave yourselves. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm not in any shape to fight. Hong Ye gave me her bright smile. Ty Dillinger to AEW. Yep. What about TJP? He recently left his contract as well. How about sparring with these two in my place? Nima, Dawa, prove that you've been paying attention to my lessons on defensive combat. I'll fight by myself. Don't hang out of fun. I want in too. Let's do this. Great. So I got to deal with your ungrateful brats. So pretty much anybody recently let go from WWE except Hideo Itami, because he just wants to go back to Japan, to AEW. But really, there's some people that are already predicting that that company is going to flop for some reason. Every match is a dream match. That's true. Plus the return of the over-budget Battle Royal from All In. Ah! Come on! You haven't been paying attention to your mother, Nima! Ow! 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 But no, MCon, what do you think about the rumors that some people are already like, oh, why does AEW... They said Double or Nothing is All In 2, basically. Actually, that reminds me, they're going to be doing All In 2 in September. They're going to be calling it All Out. But also, so think of it like a Double or Nothing Vegas edition. But what do you think about the rumors that some people are like, oh, people shouldn't get all hyped up for AEW. I predict it's going to fail very quick. What do you say to rumors like that? Come Come on. Die! Die! Oh, god damn it. Ow, ow! Oh, damn it. Ow, ow, ow! I was like that in the beginning, but it can't fail. It has the best talent and someone richer than Vince investing. True. Mr. Khan. Well, Tony Khan and his father. And stop! It looks like he taught you how to fight opponents who specialize in defense. Huh, I was too weak. Your tricks will never work against our mother. Oh, stop being such a stubborn pig. You don't have to take after our mom there, too. Drama. Rude. Now, Drona is a renowned warrior, but he has a bit of trouble doing anything the easy way. And Khan. Lol. Hong Ye smiled, lost for a moment in her memories. It seemed that my display of his training has reminded her of him. Then she pulled out a weapon and handed it to me. You're giving him that? Are you sure about this, Mom? That weapon's been handed down to our family for generations. I used this when I fought against Drona. That's why I want you to have it. A present from me to his disciple. I hefted the weapon in my hand and found it solid, heavy. A fitting present from a woman who was once dear to my master. But I mean, seriously though, I'm just happy, you know, like all the people that got in, they even got in, I don't know if you've heard of him because he's from the British leagues, but they even got in Jimmy fucking Havoc, who can do the Acid Rainmaker. I'm very happy they put him in as well. I think that might be enough side questing for me for right now. So, I heard of him. Yeah, that guy can take bumps like nobody's business. Apron bumps, light tube bumps, pile driver bumps, all bumps. Let's get on with the main quest. I left Valtro to Mitsurugi and hurried on ahead. The astral fissure that had driven Haoran and a number of his fellow citizens mad was waiting for me. There it was, the astral fissure, just as I expected. I'm surprised they don't have Zack Sabre Jr. I hear he is amazing. He is, but I think he's probably happy staying in New Japan. Though the fissure had caused all of this chaos, I had no choice but to claim its power. As I approached the fissure, a warrior clad in ancient armor appeared. Despite his vacant stare, I could tell he was not to be taken lightly.
Give me Soul Edge. It belongs to the Emperor.
Soul Edge? The weapon Mitsurugi was seeking? Something about the name made me shiver. My heart pounded. And Will Ospreay. Okay, Will Ospreay is phenomenal. I've seen many of his matches online. I really hope one day I can see him live. He's that awesome.
Give it to me.
Oh, fuck.
I must go and take on the Berserker. Do you want some death today, Berserker?
Clerks reference. Old 90s rated R flick. Bring it on!
Battle 1. Fight!
Ow, ow! Oh, fuck. Oh. I really got an end ring outside the table. Guess what? What? Ow! Berserker! God damn it. It never ends. Ah, no. The prophecy is true. Indeed it is. That was easier than it should have been. I'm not gonna lie. Still brings a smile on my face.
I can't die here. I swore to return. with the sword.
I thrust both my arms into the astral fissure and felt an intense surge of power flow through me. It felt like fire was scorching my soul to ash, but soon my headache lifted, like a dissipating... in my mic again. But anyway, I heard that one of my favorite villainous stable is Suzuki-gun. One of their members recently retired the other day, saying that it says that Brock Lesnar wasn't pinned from Survivor Series until SummerSlam 2018. That is true. That's actually very, very true. What's also sad is that for one of my favorite heel factions in New Japan, Suzuki-gun, they just had one of their more awesome guys retire. It's a guy where he's got a bit of a madman gimmick, and his main shtick is that he's got an iron glove that he'll do a little throat thrust for a disqualification, or if the ref's not looking. For a moment I was fine. I let out a sigh of relief. Done already? Mitsurugi strode towards me. Has he dealt with Voltro? Those guys are all left and left for some reason. Shame. Voltro was a worthy opponent. With the danger over, I finally had a moment to gather myself. Astral fissures, Haoran. There was so much to think about, but for now it was time to sleep. I took refuge in an abandoned inn. That night. Wake up. I opened my eyes to see a man standing over me, his black clothes making him practically invisible in the darkness. Do not move. Make no sound. His tone was firm, but it was a glimmering blade inches from my face that convinced me to do as he said. Moving was surely a mistake. Good. Just answer my questions. Why do you not go to see him? Who are you talking about? You could easily be playing dumb, but I have no way of being sure. Did you hear that Marty Scurll is getting a huge match pretty soon? I actually did not. Care to enlighten me? His sword rasped as he drew it back and sheathed it. A cool breeze caressed my cheek. Head west to When is the next NXT UK takeover? I'm gonna have to take a look on that. Head west to Croraina. You'll find a ruined castle. What you seek lies there. Come alone. You understand that you are one of many who seek it? Make haste. With those final words, the man simply vanished.
Your soul surges in your body.
14 15 Okay. Whoa, now I can actually go and challenge all of those quest thingies. Alright, so when is the next NXT UK takeover? I don't know if they've announced an official date yet. I don't think they announced an official date yet. Oh shit, he's challenging Nick Aldis, aka Brutus Magnus from Impact? Holy shit! That's gonna be a good match. Ah, crap, another astral fissure. You can now employ the services of Yang Guang's recruitment agency. There you can find a wide selection of mercenaries you can hire for gold. If you run into a difficult mission, consider employing the services of a mercenary. Mercenaries are NPCs that can help you on missions. A contracted mercenary will fight in the place of the player for one mission. Before the mission, okay, I think I might be good for now. We got side quests. The story is Nick wanted to tag with Marty for the Crockett Cup, but Marty refused because he's the villain. You do that. Just kidding! Only vertical attacks are effective. That is not good. Back in Yangguang, Marty came out and said it'd be an honor stepping in the ring with him. It would be. Back in Yangguang, it seemed as though life was beginning to return to normal. People were finally starting to recover from the tragedy. For Nick's title, that is. Oh, by the way, I don't know why, but the whole little finger snap thing that Marty and Pete Dunne do, that would be something I'd actually put in my arsenal if I became a wrestler. Who are you? Huh? What are you doing? I heard voices coming from an alleyway ahead. It looked like trouble. A man dressed like a merchant came running out moments later. His slight form and hesitant gait made it clear he was not the source of any violence. Oh, thank goodness! A warrior! Please save me! The merchant moved to cower behind me just as a masked man snapped out of the alley and found a weapon pointing at me. Pete Dunne snapped my finger the other day. Ow! Hand him over, or you'll regret it. Oh wait, I forgot he had a mask. Hand him over, or you'll regret it. I was trying to crack it, and then it went downhill. Okay. Just gonna wait for this, and we'll take this guy out. Only vertical attacks are effective, huh? You realize I can just do this the whole time, right, game? You're making this too easy on me, game! I can just do this! Just do this! Rinse and repeat! This is stupid! You will die! Ow! Who do you think will be the first AEW champ? Hold on. Yeah!
I'm going to the store. Do you want any possible?
Give me a few minutes. Alright? I owe you a great debt. Please, let me make it up to you somehow. The man introduced himself as Ji Han and led me to a tea house by the waterway. My family's business is in connecting mercenaries with clients. We also find people, bodyguards, and the like. I don't know. For all I know, it could be Chris Jericho. To cut to the chase, I say Pac, Omega, or Jericho. I say Jericho or Omega. Hey, Bear Bear. Yes, there will be SSW today, but it's going to be in a little while. We're not exactly legitimate, so we operate a front to keep our more lucrative business out of sight. And just so you know, we're called the Five Rings. We run this city, or at least we used to. Jihan sighed and sipped at his tea. In our line of work, violence is only natural, right? Our syndicate is accustomed to dealing with it and pretty good at dishing it out too. But recently my father, Kong Wong, disappeared. Wait, that creepy? Yeah, this guy's your father? Kong Wong. As you can probably guess by looking at me, I'm not one for fighting, so I don't command the respect my father did. Since he went missing, my men have been deserting in droves. It seemed like Jihan would never stop complaining, so I interrupted by asking about the masked man. Oh, Bear Bear, who do you think will be the first AEW champion? Oh, he's one of the Silver Tigers. That's Lin Page's gang. They run a town a few days' journey from here, and they have a real grudge against my father. They'll take any chance they can get to cause trouble. I know they've still got plenty of tricks in store for us, but I'm glad you went there to foil them today. Thanks again. Jihan smiled at me. I'll see, Bear Bear. I'll see. He certainly didn't act like the heir of a powerful crime family. Couldn't help but feel worried about him. I felt a connection between us, at least because of Kong Wong, and decided to check up on him again if the opportunity presented himself. I'll have to save that for the... whoa! More experience. And got some tea. And I think I can equip a better weapon. Do a quick check. Yes, I can. I would take the Sikhs. Okay. So that's gonna... Wanna know what I hate? What, MCon? You can tell me as I'm going through my outro. I'm gonna be saving it for the next time I go to SoulCalibur, or when I return, making movesets. Literal same. Because sometimes that just feels like it just takes up too much time. But anyway, when I return to SoulCalibur, I'll wrap up here in Yangguan. This game is very fun, Bear Bear, you should get it. Anyway, Sky/Mike is signing off. If you venture to a casino, don't deal with the devil. I'll see you guys later. Please note, SSW may not be for about another hour. Why is there Lubats? I don't know, Bear Bear.